Greetings, family. A divine greetings from the heavenly, from Abba Yahuwah Elohim, the eternal husband, way down to this earth, unto his eternal bride. Yes, you and me the elect. Abba Yahuwah said, peace. Abba Yahuwah said, come forth. Abba Yahuwah said, redemption. And Abba Yahuwah said, I have received you in righteousness, holiness, unto myself, and to part no more eternal, because why? You are his bride. Guess what? Yes, we just made it through. Today is the last great day of the Feast of Tabernacles. This is the very moment and time Abba Yahuwah tabernacle with us, his eternal, wife here on earth. Yes, it is a glorious and a wonderful, memory, eternal. And again, this is where King Yahushua HaMashiach also cut off flesh. I mean, the biblical Messiah, okay? That excess luggage in his penis. This is the very day he also cut it off 2,000 years ago. All right, the Feast of Tabernacles, the more, okay, with cleansing of genitals. Yes, the reproductive organs. That is what the Feast of the Tabernacle, is dealing with, is the covenant, to remove that nonsense that covers man's penis, that excess luggage, that ugly thing on top of it that is covering the glory, the strength, and the beauty of man's scepter. So that is what the Feast of Tabernacle is serving for in a nutshell. That Abba Yahuwah don't need any excess luggage anymore. So right now, what is that for? That thing that covers your penis. Do you know what that is? Yes, that's what I want to dig into right now. Oh, Abba Yahuwah finished me with all kinds of visions and revelations. In fact, quickly, let me put this first. We are not going to 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verses 1 to 10. Now, every scriptures that I promised right at the other one I did, the very start of the Feast of Tabernacle, we are not going into any of that. Another big, the biggest of the biggest revelation struck me down by Abba Yahuwah. So I want to dig into another thing entirely of the Feast of Tabernacle. I was shattered. In fact, when Abba Yahuwah hit me with this new vision. Abba Yahuwah, take your seat. King Yahushua HaMashiach, take your seat. Ruach HaKodesh, my eternal helper, please take your seat and rebuke every fighting back demon and rebuke every exalted demon that want to exalt themselves against your knowledge over here. For you are the eternal teacher. Rebuke them all and get your glory. In the mighty name of Yahuwah. Amen and amen. Horrible Shandayaba. Our family, here we are in the heavenly court room of Abba Yahuwah with this powerful message titled for you and me. Sukkot Day 8 is we living inside Yahuwah's kingdom. Woman cleansing, the last great day. In fact, this has to do with woman. No, Abba Yahuwah give me a trumpet voice, which is yours, a cleansed mouth to speak this vision. It's heavy to speak it. All right, so where are we going to start from? Okay, I'll first of all put the life, testimony Abba Yahuwah gave unto me. Although I uploaded already, but I would also like to put it here. I didn't put it on my YouTube. I put on my Instagram and I put on my Facebook. But I don't have that, testimony on my YouTube. So let me play it over here. All right, I want to play it now. Here is the video. I saw this first day of the week very early at about 9 o'clock in the morning when I was going to work. I saw double rainbow. All right, I want to play it. Double. This is double. Now I have to double start. I need to do this remarkable recording. You see the double rainbow. This is double. Double rainbow. Oh, wow. This is lovely. This is wonderful. It's like kind of Abba Yahuwah remembering his covenant with his own people, like he said. That when we see him set a rainbow on the cloud, that's me. He has remembered, excuse me, his covenant. Okay? We are still in the matter of the Feast of Tabernacles. Today is the day 4. Yes, today is day 4. Wow, this is double. There is double rainbow. Oh, my maker. So wonderful. Can you see that? Very one clear. Is boldly pronounced, and now the other one is still in the cloud. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. So today is day 5, yes, in the Feast of Tabernacle. Okay? No, day 4. And it will be ended 5th day of the week, the very one you call Thursday. All right? That is the great last day. So we are counting day 1. Today is day 5. Oh, yes, or day 4. Oh, I'm sorry. We started on the whatever Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So, okay, day 4. I'm sorry. Yes, day 4. Yes, it's day 4. Oh, this is so lovely. So the rainbow. Oh, no. Oh, no. Today is day 4 of the Feast of Tabernacle. We still have 4 days to go. Okay, the last one is the very great last day. Which is today. Let me do this remarkable recording. Thank you, Abba. This is so awesome. This is lovely. Double rainbow. I'm going to work. First day of the week, I need to work. Coming out early this morning, I just saw the clouds set on the double rainbow. Oh, my Shandalaba. Oh, thank you, Abba. All right. So I don't have it on my YouTube, but I have it on my Instagram and also on my Facebook right now. When I saw this, I don't know whether this was a vision. I can't tell. I can't actually tell whether I was seeing a vision, because what I saw, as soon as I was done with the recording, the 2 double rainbow just disappeared. Right, it disappeared right away. When I stopped the recording, I didn't see any of it, no trace of it. I said, what is this for? I begin to ponder it. I heard so much about this. Now, when I call home, it was about 2 days ago, because I saw this on Sunday, first day of the week. And I begin to minister to me that the days of Noah is right here before us. You see the very pronounced one. That's said for the first 4th day. It's 8 days. So from day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. I gave it to me on the day 4. In fact, right by 9 o'clock, that is where the morning oblation is being offered. And I saw this rainbow 9 o'clock. Just 9 o'clock. 7 minutes after 9, just 9 o'clock. I saw this double rainbow. So it said the very pronounced one stand for the day 4 we are already into. And why the one that is not, that one also pronounced, physically was also pronounced. I don't know if I was seeing the vision. That I cannot tell. Now, it said the other one said for the last 4 days, which is the very today. And it said the first one represent the first judgment, and the second one represent the last judgment. It said the first one is this earthly, and the second one represent the eternity, cut of flesh. When he began to pray this to me, I said, oh no, the days are evil. Judgment is almost here. He said the other one that was still a bit far away, oh no, that one represents what? Eternity. The judgment of Noah's days. So much in this. Anyway, I always have short space. I want to start with this. I don't know if that was a vision. That is what I cannot actually tell. Apostle Kepha, when he was in a vision, he thought it was, and the matter was happening to him real life. He himself now saw he was in a vision. I don't know if that was what happened to me. When I just stopped the recording right away, I couldn't find it anymore. And I said, was it a vision? Or is it real? I couldn't find none of it. Within a second, they both just disappeared one time. Then I began to ponder, is it a vision? Or was it really a cloud? I don't know. But this is what I saw Sunday morning at about 7 minutes after 9. The very first morning oblation, it always set by 9. This is when the Ruach HaKodesh came down, 3rd hour of the day. I saw this, whether vision or life, I don't know. That one I'm not sure. I don't know what it is. But I know I saw something, double rainbows on the cloud. Then I recorded. That's all I know. My brother Judea, Yahuwah has blessed you. Your blessing is confirmed. The Hanukkah calendar, or rather Abba Yahuah's calendar, found in the book of Hanukkah. This is what Abba Yahuah just confirmed, that is the set right calendar. We have about 3 different occasions of it. He said, but ours is the right one because he confirmed ours. Give it to brother Judea himself. Okay, he do the calculation for him, and this way he appeared to me on the whether vision or physical, that I cannot tell. That one really surpasses me. When I just finished record, I couldn't find any of it. They are not. Was I seeing a vision? I don't know. I don't just know. All right, we're here. Leviticus, Waikra, okay, 23, 36. 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahuwah, and on the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahuwah. It is a solemn assembly. And ye shall do no work. I'm not working today. First day I didn't work. Today is the last great day I didn't work. So we just take it from the very mouth of Abba Yahuwah. This is where he begins. Today is the 8th, and he confirms that powerfully to me. I don't know whether it was a vision. Kepha was seeing something directly. Al Apostle chapter 12. He thought he was seeing a vision. Maybe that is my case. I don't just know. I can't tell. Okay. Yehokanai. Best known as John chapter 7. 37 to 38. In the last day, that great day of the feast, is the Feast of Tabernacle, okay? Yahushua stood and cried, saying, if any man taste, let him come unto me and drink. He that believeth on me, as the scripture had said, not out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. This is what I saw. Visions upon visions on this very feast. The way Abba Yahuwah break it into another thing, it is another fact, another glory. I suppose some of you see the great last day, Yahushua cried out, okay, are you thirsty? He said, come and drink. And this one is a river of living water. It's a rivers of living water, not dead one. The dead one is simply called rivers of Mara, a wormwood, a fake Messiah, the AKA Pork Jesus. Do you see any of his children is celebrating this? No. Which one are they doing? Christmas, December 25th. From where? Babylon. All right, now Genesis is where we get the covenant of the 8 days. We still have many to put in it for you to know, okay, what the number 8 simply, symbolize. Genesis 17, you can take from 10 to 40, I start from 11. I'll start from 11. And ye shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin, and it shall be a token of covenant between you and me, and he that is 8 days old be circumcised among you, every man, a male child in your generations. He that is born in the house, or bought with money, or any stranger which is not of thy seed. So whether as soon as you carry this book on the 8th day when you give birth to a male child, call it off that excess luggage. Why? Luke 21 to 24. Luke chapter 2, Luke chapter 2, 21 to 24. I read 21. And when 8 days was accomplished for the circumcision of the child, his name was called Yahushua. Not this nonsense pork here, okay? Not Jesus. His name was called Yahushua, which was so named of the angel. Angel brought Yahushua. Not nonsense Jesus, because the letter J that gave you Jesus is not yet 400 years old. And the first English translation done in the year 1611 simply means now 409 years. Jesus is not found there. Throw this in the garbage. This is the one that is birthed on December 25th. This is for Christian. That's why they are celebrating that nonsense. Which is the name of the angel before he was conceived in the womb. Okay, we see on the 8 days he circumcised. He cut off that flesh because he is the one to fulfill this very great last day we are talking about. It is to remove flesh. And what flesh are you cutting off? Ma, you see that practical already in your penis. Why should your penis should be unclean? Because if you don't circumcise, say you are unclean. You are filled with demons. You are polluted, heavily demonized. Okay? But when you take it off and you live by the practical, just as Yahushua did, you are cleansed. Now you are circumcised. Why? Why? Let's first of all get why here. Genesis 7:7. Now Noah went in, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with him into the ark because of the waters of the flood. So, how many were there? 8 altogether. So, 8 stood for eternity. Eternity still have a year to 1,000 years to go. So that was why the other rainbow was a bit far away from me. But the one which is the seventh Yahushua is about to come. Now, number 8, he has 3 sons, and his 3 sons have wives. That is 6 plus him, and their mother. That is 8. Number 8 simply means cut off flesh. You see, he sent flood, he wiped away every stupidity, every nonsense of this folly deity, because it was sex perversion. Genesis 6. That is so I made you cut off flesh is to deal with your genitals. We also see that of a woman. So it was 8 people. Meaning start all over again. Meaning new beginning. Meaning, oh, okay, put it on anew again. Cut off flesh. It means heavy destruction. The days are so evil. But people is dancing at Jasco. For the sake of time, I won't be reading this. So what is the sign of his coming? He gave me the sign already, confirm it so with double. Oh, no. Luke chapter 17, go and read it. 26 to 30, he blended both together, the days of Noah and the days of Lot. The days of Noah and the days of Lot. Okay, 3 people saved from 2 countries, Sodom and Gomorrah. 8 people saved in the whole world judgment. Only 8. The days are evil. So now I want to dig into the flesh that needs to go. Your penis, that flesh is found in your penis. Why? Why not your hands? Why not your mouth? They said they ate apple. And why not your mouth? Your tongue should have been chopped off. Why not one of your hand or one of your feet? Why? Why is your penis? Why is number 8 dealing with the cleansing of your penis? What happened? Where did you put that penis into? Huh? Where did you shook it into? Where did you stick it into? That make it filthy. Now, Genesis 2, we go to 18. We just go to 18. And Yahuwah Elohim said, all right, and Yahuwah Elohim said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a suitable helper. Listen, and the woman was the very last of Abba Yahuwah products. Job, contract, work. She was the very last of it all. Okay, we see now the man was here already, giving names to every kind of the beast of the earth, but he had found no one like him. And Yahuwah said, don't worry, 21 will rush down there. And Yahuwah Elohim caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof, and the rib which Yahuwah Elohim had taken from the man made he a woman. So now you know the flesh that needs to go. And brought her unto him, unto the man. And 23. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of me. So now you see, so woman is the last born of Abba. First of all, we see now what the flesh, who came from flesh? Woman. And the man, Adam, what did he come from flesh? He is the image of Abba. Why the woman is the image of the man, and Adam is the glory of Abba. Why the woman is the glory of Adam. And he said on the number 8 cut of flesh, which is the last great day, and the very last job of Abba is a woman, and it is a woman, the flesh, the last great day. So how are we going to put this together? I said, I'm asking you, man, answer me this question. Where did you stick your penis into feces? Now let's get deeper. Raise your antenna very hard. Let's get deeper with the Ruach HaKodesh. Is the driver is driving. Oh no, I saw another powerful feature. I don't know how I'm gonna, fix all this in. Let me also throw this in. This one I can't leave it out at all. Maybe I can leave all the other part. The beauticians of the woman, the cleansing of the woman was so beautiful. But this one, quickly, let me also just shoot this in. This was just 2 days ago. Okay, after that is the 2 days of the last 4 days, okay, of the Feast of Tabernacle. I was in this vision. The whole world turned to cross. The whole world was just a cross. And a very huge, powerful man. I don't even see his face. It was the driver driving the cross. You saw it normal, but it was a cross. This whole world is a cross. And now, the most heartbreaking of it all, the right hand cross. We that were there feel so relaxed, comfortable in our seat. We were even having a portion individually. We sit so comfortable. We sat so comfortable. Nothing, drags that position with us. But in the left hand cross, oh no, it was just hippie them upon one another. They can't breathe. Hippie them, they can't move. Hippie them upon, you know how when, how will I put this? They were just being hipped upon one another. They were just being hipped upon one another so tight. In fact, while we were sitting, they would just lay their face down, okay, with their belly, their face down, and we just be hippie them upon one another. 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 They can't breathe. They can't talk. They were just like a stone, stick in one place. That was kind of a heartbreaking before me. I was still watching, still busy with my right hand cross. Only few people were just in this right hand cross, and a lot of spaces were there. Now the man is driving. He's driving. The head of the cross was the driver. He was driving until we get to his place. I saw it written so bold, the end of the earth. And that end of the earth is another planet entirely, filled with darkness, filled with torment. All of them, you just the head of the cross just touched some, like kind of a body. He tore the left hand cross away from the cross itself, and he now poured all of them inside that well. Was kind of heartbreaking, lamentation unspeakable. Lamentation, I couldn't stand this. In fact, I was afraid because he drove all of us there. But he now tore from himself, from the cross, the left hand side cross. Hey, I was also panicking. You want to throw all of us in there? Oh, is he going to destroy the righteous with the wicked? Why? I was panicking. Before you knew it, he just turned into the right hand side. He drove, not just a turn. He's a driver. He drove the right hand side cross into a land. He said, welcome to the new earth. In fact, I can't even say a word about that new earth. Please go to Revelation 21. Go and read it, and you will get, a glimpse over there. I'm not here to be, to make it so heavy. No, just go there. That is what I saw. Okay. We were only few of us. We were all rejoicing. Just few in number. That is 2 days ago. So I said, I will not leave this one out also. Let's put some more. I'm asking me, where did you stick your penis? You need to remove that essay. Who put that in you? Why? But this is from Abba Yahuwah. Why cry? Best known as Leviticus chapter 12. You can just go and read it. The answer is over there for you listener. Verses 1. And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, if a woman have conceived seed and bore a male child, then she shall be unclean 7 days, according to the days of her separation. For her infirmity shall she be unclean. Why now should woman be unclean? For me to make a child, But Yahuwah said, feed the whole earth, multiply. Said children, Psalm 127, 7 also said that children are Yahuwah's inheritance. Is the reward of the fruit of the womb. Why now, when I make a baby, he now said I'm unclean? For what reason? Oh, why this separation? Why calling it not affirmative, unclean separation? 3. And in the 8th day, listen now, and in the 8th day, the flesh of his foreskin shall be cut off, circumcised. Why? Ma, where did you brought that from? You were coming from heaven. Now, Genesis 3 make it so clear that the punishment of the woman is the blood, the plagues, the blood before conception, blood after deliverance, uncleanness before the child, uncleanness after the child. Who brought that into the kingdom? It was the last job of Abba Yahuwah. The last job of Abba Yahuwah flash, the great last day, it is to cut off flesh. I'm afraid of time. I have so much in this. I will come back. Verses 4. And she shall take, and she shall there continue in the blood of her purifying 30 days. She shall touch no hallowed things, nor come into the sanctuary until the days of her purifying being fulfilled. You can't enter, don't come and touch, because she was touched. That is where the blood came. You touched a fallen deity, Genesis 3:3. You touched, and then you bring in uncleanness. You brought it into the kingdom, uncleanness, okay? Now, don't touch me without how you used to touch that demon. Now that you are seeing blood, everything is over. You are unclean. Don't enter my presence, the sanctuary. Don't touch me. Don't. And we see the woman of issue of blood, Mark chapter 5, 24 to 34. So she touched. We have so much on this. Now? Okay, we know the days of Noah. The rape started beating 40 days and 40 nights. That is double judgment, okay? 12 hours of the day stood for the night. That is mass cleansing, because mass is only what? 40 days. Then the woman will be cleansed. Now let's check that of the woman. When a woman is cleansed, eternity is ushered in. Verses 5. But see the changes over here. But if she bore a female child, then she shall be unclean. 2 weeks is double. 2 weeks as in her separation. And she shall continue in the blood of her purifying 6 days. That is 66 days plus 14 days. That is 80 days, okay? And when the days of her purifying fulfilled, so for a son or for a daughter, she shall bring a lamb of the first year for a burnt offering. We are concerned about that. And a young pigeon or a turtle. Oh, my father, I'm coming. Sorry about that. Okay, now. Okay, or a turtle dove for a sin offering. We don't do that sin offering anymore. No. Yahushua covers that. Okay. Yahushua covers that. He is the one doing that for us. Okay. But for the burnt offering, that one is eternal. Burnt offering, you know what that it was? So touch on that a little bit if time permits. Now. Okay. Offering unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation unto the priest, who shall offer it before Yahuwah and make atonement for her, and she shall be cleansed from the issue of her blood. This is the law for her that had born a male or a female. Okay, this is the law of it. When you give birth to a male, only for 40 days she is set free. But when it comes to the female, it is 80 days. Why the double? So we want to see the girl now, because why should baby girls own, take a whole 80 days long? Always focus on the number 8. We see on the 8th day, man was cleansed. 40 days forgiving. She is cleansed, coming to the kingdom. But when you give birth to a woman, now it's become double. Double separation, 80 days. Don't touch anything that is holy, okay? Don't come into the sanctuary. You are not needed until 80 days for the woman. So what the focus on the 8, okay? So let's go. Why the girls own church into a whole 80 days? In fact, for this message in totality, 3 hours is even still too small. Talk less of just 47 minutes or 48 minutes. So I want to be doing quarterly. Ezekiel 60:44. Behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter. So mama and baby girl have the same problem. So why? Ma, you cut off your penis, that excess luggage only 8 days. Power for eternity. But woman isn't so. 80. So let's see what there is. When woman is cleansed, eternity ushers in. We are still on top of why. So we are about to know why. 1 Timothy chapter 2, 11 to 15. Let the woman learn in silence. Just shut up, okay? With all subjection, not in some area, just keep shut. We don't want to hear your voice, okay? And let the men speak. 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to use some authority over the men, but to be silent. Don't use Serpent tricks over here anymore. You and your daughter, you should shut up. 13. For Adam was first formed, then Shawah, whom you call Eve. 14. And Adam was not deceived. Oh, really? But the woman being deceived was in the transgression, really. So the woman did not, Adam did not deceive, but the woman. Why? But both heads. This is a popular story, the whole world know. The head of that, whatever, death. But man is not deceived. But when the serpent was deceiving the woman, the man was there. Adam was there. When serpent was seducing the woman, Adam was over there. Okay? But here I said Adam was not in the transgression, but only the woman. Listen to her cleansing. How? 15. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing. What child? So keep giving birth every year, and then you have salvation. What child is she going to be keep bringing forth? If they continue in the faith and charity and holiness with sobriety, is where we came from. The system of where we came from, Leviticus chapter 12. That is the only way she's going to be saved. How? And why? Adam not sinned. Only the woman. What makes Adam not sinned and the woman sinned? And what make the woman undouble? And what also make the daughter like the woman now? Like her mother. Let's go there. Genesis 3. We come over here. Verse 6, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. But he said the man was not in the transgression, and only the woman in the transgression. Why? But the man also ate. So let's go to why now. Answer. Verses 20, listen. And Adam called his wife named Shawa because she was the mother of all living. Every single thing you ever knew on this earth. Crocosho, she is the mother. Serpento, she is the mother. Doggo, she is the mother. Whale, goat, she is the mother. Malu, she is the mother. Rat, she is the mother. Angel, she is also the mother. Dead body, she is the mother. Living body, she is the mother. Good one, she is the mother. Bad one, she is the mother. Remember, Serpent said, your seed, that is his offspring, and the offspring of the woman, they're going to be cataract. The offspring of the woman is going to crush your head. And while your seed is going to bite his heel, someone share fatherhood with Adam. Adam is not the father of all living things, but the woman is the mother of all living things. That is why she's the one in transgression. She's the one that transgressed. Now, let's break it down. That's why her daughter is also the same like her. What happened? Woman is a flesh giver because that's where she came from. She only have flesh to give, which is the egg. And man is the life giver, the spirit giver, which is his seed. And in 40 days, he was forgiven. 12 hours of the night judgment beat against Serpent and his children already. But we still have 12 hours, which is the 40 days, say 40 nights and 40 days. And we know the night always ushers us into the day. So the leftover part now 40, which is 80 altogether, double judgment, double wrath. That is the double cloud rainbow that I saw. And double judgment is coming. It's like the days of Noah. Okay. Now the 12 hours of the days, that is what we are proceeding into. That is why the woman of the issue of blood suffer for a whole 12 hours, which is day 1, which is all a day. Okay. The 12 hours in the day. You can see that my maker. John 11, verses 9. It's 12 hours in the day and 12 hours in the night. The 12 hours in the night is the one that ushers us into the day. So the 40 days judgment, 40 night judgment, that was for the man cleansing. The 40 days judgment, that is for the woman cleansing, which is make it 80 days. Now, we see the woman of issue of blood. When she was passing out this uncleanness, everybody ran away from her husband, her brother, her sister, whatever, everybody. She spent everything she had. You can't be cleansed. And we also see in the cleansing of childbirth, woman is the one to provide the provision, not man. If you have money, bring lamb. If you don't have money, go and buy, pigeon. You are the one. It is your responsibility. But still, you will not be cleansed. It is Yahushua that is bringing about the cleansing. Because this woman spent every single thing she had on it. She never cleansed until she touched Yahushua. And that is the moment the 12 hours of the day a 40 days judgment begins, because it has to do with the cleansing of the woman. Yahushua said, all right now, we all run away. You know when the woman did this wickedness in Genesis 3, Abba Yahuwah run away. The Holy Spirit run away. Yahushua run away. Said, you can't touch me with this filthiness. That was the filthiness. That was why he said, let her not touch anything that is holy. Let her not come into the sanctuary until what? 80 days, especially with that of a woman. Double, because your mother now, your womb, okay now, the transgression here is her womb. That is her Yahuwah divinity in her. Abba Yahuwah gave her that gift, to produce the seed of the man into human being. So Serpent came to attack her because of that very huge glory Abba Yahuwah bestowed on her. Serpent, because woman is a helper, so she's supposed to be happy. Only Adam, produced angel into this world, but Serpent attacked her. Therefore, she now began to also help the serpent in producing demons into this world. We all once exist, whether being demon or angel. You once exist somewhere. That is where we once exist. That is the area we are proceeding now into. You once exist as a demon. You return back to where I saw he heap all of you into. You once exist as angel. Therefore, you come into the new Jerusalem, Revelation 21, the other one I saw. Okay, we once exist. So this woman, first woman, now begin to help to produce demon into flesh. That is why she's still doing it until this day. She's still doing it until the very last day, which is the beginning of the 8,000 years reign of humanity, not of the early existence, but of humanity here on earth. She's still helping demons to import. She's still helping devils, Allah, Jesus, to import demons. Okay, because woman is a helper. So that is what when Abba Yahuwah wants also to bring his son into this earth. He also goes to the woman. It is the womb, the Abba Yahuah's laboratory. So Abba Yahuwah is using it. Allah the dragon is also using it. Jesus the dragon is also using it in producing demons into flesh. Okay? To keep polluting the whole world. So woman is the one. That is why she's in the transgression. And when her mother died. The daughter will also carry on, because it is the womb we are speaking of. Man has no womb. That is why man was forgiven, 40 days. Only 8 days. 40 days you are cleansed. When do you give birth? Because man is not going to be importing demon into this world now. But the womb, laboratory, serpent. That is what they call spiritual husband. Somebody is giving pregnancy. He's happy. He's importing demons, especially these days through IV, in vitro fertilization. They are bringing demons into this world through the woman, because it is her egg that is doing that wickedness. That is why the daughter is also like the mother. We are using that proverb. That is why she will remember when you give birth to a woman. That is double sin. So you're going to be on the street for 80 days. In other words, to usher us in eternity. So woman is the last cleansing to go. Where she is cleansed, eternity comes in. Now, obviously, cut her name. So now she's the flesh. She came from the flesh of the man. She needs to go. So now I want to live into the flesh of the second Adam. Quickly, briefly, let's put it that. I'm not done, but I want to put it out just the way it is. Now, John chapter 19, verses 34. Let's see that. How now we want to live into the flesh of the second Adam. The flesh of Adam cut off of this earth. And the second Adam flesh is the one to usher us into eternity. We are already walking in its progress. John 19:34. But one of the soldiers with his spear pierced his side, and forthwith came there out of blood and water. So the first Adam's wife, where did she came from? The side. For salvation, Exodus chapter 12, for salvation, or the works of salvation, we see, okay, let me put that aside. But this very prophecy over here, they pierced his side. So that is where we all came out. The one that want to live in the new earth. That is where we all came out from the side of the second Adam. Because we once came out from the side of the first Adam. We see when Abba Yahuwah want to make the first woman, he pierced the side. He also killed the first Adam, and he pierced the side of the first Adam and took one rib. And from there, that is the origin of the woman, which is the flesh that needs to be removed now. Now, the second Adam, when he was also giving birth to the one that is going to inherit eternity here on earth with Abba Yahuwah, We also see a pierced also came from his side, and water came, and blood came. This is the blood and the water that is going to inherit the kingdom. But the blood of Adam and the one the devil polluted, the red blood, he cannot inherit the kingdom of Abba Yahuwah. 1 Corinthians chapter 50 verses 50 says, flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Abba Yahuwah. This is the flesh and blood that will never inherit the kingdom of Abba Yahuwah. That is the one you are cutting off as a man in your penis in anticipation. It can't come in. You cut it off already because that came from Adam. And your penis now is going to be reset. The sons of the kingdom, your penis is going to be reset through that of Yahushua HaMashiach penis. That was why he also went through that practical in order for him to usher us in a glorified body, the one he has when he resurrected. That is what is imputed and beauty in us now that is going into that new earth. So much to put in, but there's no room. I'll put in the scripture. Definitely I will come back again because this ought to take 3 hours. Numbers chapter 12, we see as soon as Maria came into the camp, the door was shut, okay? The camp start experiencing progress. Until she came in, no one. The camp begin to stagger. Yes, the woman is the one delaying now. Whenever you want ushers in, cleansing of woman finally, now eternity ushers in. Leviticus 15. 19 to 30, you're going to also see it over there that everything this woman touched is polluted. The woman is the one because she's still touching. Serpent is still using her womb. The whole earth is still corrupt. Wherever she sits, wherever she lay, whosoever she touched, she become unclean. That's why Yahuwah is still running for his life. He is a holy Yahuwah. He don't want her to touch him. That is the separation. Okay. Oh, now this one is Oxford. I don't know. There's a room to put it. I don't know if I have no chance. Let me quickly still put in scriptures. Matthew 25, 1 to 12, we also see woman coming into the kingdom. Okay. We also see when they entered, the bridegroom shut the door because it is the cleansing of the woman. When she entered, the door is shut. And the other one, the foolish ones that also running, I said, no, I never knew you because the woman, his own wife is cleansed already. You child of devil, you cannot come in. Okay. Revelation 19, 1 to 9. This is how we prepared ourselves. When she was, it said a white linen was being given unto her, and that set in the wedding of the Lamb. Revelation 21, we see the new earth, verses 1 to 2, be likened unto a bride ready for her husband. And verses 9 said, come, I will show you the wife, the bride and the lamb's wife. Let me tell you, the new earth is being called, or rather, the earth is called Adamah. Okay, Hama, excuse me, Hama. Hama, what is Hama? Hama simply means virgin, young lady, not touched by any man. Hama is a woman, and that is what Abba Yahuwah likened the new earth unto. That was why I keep saying the bride, okay, is ready, and the earth is adorned, renovated like a wife get ready for marriage. And the new, said Revelation 9, Revelation 21, 9, I said, come, let me show you the Lamb bride, his wife. It's a location, Jerusalem, the new earth, and it's also a people. Okay, it's also a people. So him now, his flesh is the one that is counting for eternity. The first Adam flesh is destroyed, cut off. Cut off. That is why it's being called the great last day. The number 8 is dangerous. Let me also tell you, the Feast of Tabernacle have double fold. The Feast of Tabernacles is also the Feast of Hanukkah. Okay, it's also the Feast of Hanukkah because it was the Feast of Tabernacle we wanted to celebrate where the Grecians set their madness in, the Jesus, the Jesus, and begin to sacrifice porks. And they stopped, I think, for 3 years until faithful brothers fought back and will retrieve it. That is the feast we are celebrating. They call it dedication. We also find it in the New Testament, dedication. Dedicate back the altar unto Yahuwah. We see for woman to be dedicated back unto Yahuwah, it is 80 days for Yahuwah to accept her. That is the 8,000 years. It is the last job of Abba Yahuwah woman. So the man is cleansed. So now we are waiting for the woman to be cleansed. And when she's cleansed, eternity ushers in. Quickly, the burnt offering. I just want to put it in no room at all. I'm not doing Scott and okay, I quote that already. Leviticus chapter 12, verses 6, we talk about the burnt offering, lamb. Okay, the burnt offering is from eternity to eternity. Woman cannot do away with that. A cross never cover any of this. What is burnt offering? It simply means everything in you needs to be consumed. That is, every single flesh in you needs to be burned by fire. That is, you giving your life totally, utterly unto Abba Yahuwah. Romans chapter 12, verse 6. So it says, sacrifice, it says, give your life as a living sacrifice unto Abba Yahuwah, not a dead sacrifice of the first woman, but a living sacrifice of the second Adam, not a dead sacrifice of the first Adam, but a living sacrifice of the second Adam, live in his own. And the burnt offering simply means you give it all away. Every iniquity in you, every imperfect, every flesh in you is being consumed. That is for eternity. That one can never be done away with. Only the sin offering is being done away with. Yahushua covers that, but for the sacrifice is eternity. Now, Leviticus chapter, where is it? 9, verses 1, you're going to see it over there. 8 days. The very first time where the altar was being built, altar of sacrifice. The very first time they built that altar on earth, Abba Yahuwah lit the fire. Read verses 24. It said on the 8th day, the fire came down from heaven. It consumed everything they offered in that altar. That is the number 8 again. When woman purification is over, no, Abba Yahuwah is going to accept her once again into his kingdom. She's going to be so beautiful. Revelation 20:12. That is how Abba Yahuwah decked her. And that's how I saw myself in this wilderness, living in a bamboo house, like what we are using, doing that, like what we do in the Feast of Tabernacle. And I was just there. I saw myself a garment with, the background of that garment was purple, but all kinds of color was just upon that garment used to design it. And I also saw my head again, a crown was set on my head, and the background of that crown was blue, and every other single color was on top of it. When I look at myself, I say, wow, so this is how beautiful I am. Oh no, I was happy. Even still in the wilderness, I was happy. All of a sudden, the place I was living in that cave, in that wilderness, and I saw a mighty wind just, destroy it. When the mighty wind was destroying that, temporary tent, I saw two goats just run out of it. When I saw two goats run out of it, I was afraid. I said, hey, let snake not come out of it. Oh. If snake come out of it, maybe it's going to bite me. I was so much afraid, but I didn't see goat. I didn't see snake. It was just two goats. That is said, he destroyed the former temple, with the very one, the temporary one we are now. And the one that is coming out, the glorified body, that was how Abba Yahuwah decked it. It was so beautiful. He decked me with all kinds of ornaments. So beautiful. Let me quickly put all the scriptures. Luke chapter 12:35 said, keep the fire burning. Psalm 51 also make it the kind of sacrifice Abba Yahuwah need. Leviticus 10:1 said they caused in strange fire. The strange fire is still what the woman, the first body, is calling in, helping the serpent to be producing demons. But he said now we need to call a holy fire, keep the lamp burning. Okay, the keeping of the lamp burning is what we are doing. And this is it in anticipation, okay, living in the second Adam flesh, not the first Adam that needs to be cut off now. Any moment from now, when Yahushua appear, eternity set in, which means woman is be forgiven. I just thank Abba Yahuwah for this glorious, wonderful day. We are done for now, but not utterly done. We will come back again. Thank you, Abba. Hallelujah.